Hi, this is Romola and welcome to this video and podcast with some energetic support and advice, some tools hopefully to use for the week commencing the 17th of March. So today I'm using a different deck. I'm using the Urban Crow Oracle because I thought something a little bit different might just shift our energies. There feels like there is a shift of energies. I don't know if it's because of the full moon that we've just had or whether it's after the eclipse at the weekend, but there definitely feels a shift in the energy. I believe Mercury has just gone retrograde as well, but don't panic. So yeah, there seems to be a shift in energy in the UK at the minute. It's, well, actually, this very moment we've got beautiful blue skies, and yet it is freezing cold. So if you're sat by a window, you're boiling, but actually anywhere else you're really cold, and outside it's cold. And it's this duality that we seems to be the energy of the moment. That's how I'm feeling it. So let me know if that is how you're feeling the energy as well. Let's see what the cards have got to say. So our first card out, perspective. Yes, the way that we're viewing everything, the way that we're reacting to everything is going to very much determine our energy, our week, how we move forward, how we stay still, because the perspective that we have is everything. Now this crow is upside down, so his perspective, he's going to be looking up at the sky. He's just going to be seeing the beautiful blue sky. He's not going to be seeing all the all the flowers on the ground, not that the crow would be interested, but he's not going to see everything. He's not got a great view of the world. He's only got his limited view from his perspective. And actually, if we can shift our perspective, and by shifting our perspective, we're using our energy, we're using our emotions. Emotions are our energy in motion. So thinking about, if you're stuck in a lower perspective, shall I say, then if you can do something to shift that energy, then you'll move into a different perspective, and the world and the reactions and the way you move in it is going to be different. So some tools that you might want to use is the box breathing. So that's when you breathe in for, say, the count of 6, hold for 6, out for 6, hold for 6. And then it's really nice if you've actually got something square or even rectangle that you can just sort of visualize and follow around. That's a really good way. Again, it's working with your breath to shift your energy, shift your perspective, having a physiological effect on the body to bring that calm, allowing you to expand and look into change your view. And then you might want to think about the next thing you want to do is maybe get some water, maybe have something to eat, maybe go out for fresh air, maybe feel the sun on your face. And then you're going each time as a micro step towards changing your perspective and changing the way you are within the world. I think that's a really important card. So the next one we have is dominance. Boundaries is what is calling to me with this, is looking at our boundaries. It is so important as empaths that we are aware of what energy is ours and what energy isn't ours, and aware of where we are being affected by others and others are affecting us, where we have dominance or control over other aspects and others have that over us. So, something might come to mind just as I'm saying this. You might see a person's face or a family member. You might have think of a situation at work or home or with friends that is coming to you, and you think, oh, do you know what, that boundary just needs a little bit of a tweak. I just need to do something there. And it might be that you do literally put your boundaries in, saying, look, I can't talk about this now. I haven't got time. Let's meet up another time. It might be that you just, don't answer the phone, don't reply to the messages. It might be that actually if you're the one doing some controlling or dominance, and by that I'm really thinking of family members and children, where we have, and I know that I go into more of a control mode with my kids because I feel that can be quite supportive for them, but actually they are needing to grow themselves and find their own solutions. So I act more as a guide when I can, rather than the control of the do this, do that. is, what do you think about doing this? Do you think this would help? Because then they are taking back control themselves and able to move forward. And I think as empaths, we can all do that as well. Is just think, is this mine? Does it resonate? And, is there something, would there be another way of doing it, as opposed to following the rules that other people are setting down for us? The next one we have is memory. This is bringing up thoughts of my father, who is in a dementia unit at the moment, has been for 4.5 years. And the memory of who he was, that's what's coming up for me. So maybe for you there are personal memories, people coming up who are you're thinking of, you're reminiscing, and that's okay. It's a positive thing to do, as hard as it might be. As you can probably hear in my voice, I'm just getting a little choked when I think and when I feel it. But actually, I have so much gratitude, and that is an energy that really, really shifts. So if you have got memories of a loved one who is either passed or in the process, or just have that step into that space of gratitude for having that relationship, for having that support. I'm gonna have to move on now, otherwise I'm going to get upset. But yeah, the energy of gratitude alongside memory. There's people walking together here, and I think that is we always have that person walking with us, whether they come through as a guide, that's lovely, but actually their energy is part of our energy on some level, because whether it's conditioning, whether it's just their unconditional love, whether it's memories of things that we've done, when we go certain places, when we have a certain experience, then it's just that being supported through the past. Luck. Oh, this is a nice card. Yeah, fish falling from heaven. Not sure, do crows eat fish? I wouldn't have thought so. Anyway, I suppose having worms and things falling from the sky wouldn't be so nice, would it? So just luck. Again, it's that tapping into that energy of gratitude. Is when we are in that perspective of gratitude and support and feeling love and giving that love and feeling grateful for all we have. So, like I said, yes, it is cold here in the UK, but we have got blue sky, we have got sunshine, I have got washing on the line, and I'm really grateful, even if I take it back in and it's still as cold as when I hung it out. But that luck is it's up there with hope, I think, as an energy. It's really at that luck of possibility, the possibility is through the gratitude. So it just melds all together. So when we can be in that space of gratitude and the high vibration that gratitude brings to us, we are more magnetic to luck and support and all the things that we really want to bring into our lives. And let's have the last one, isolation. This to me just feels like a bit like a hermit card. It's watching your energy. It's watching where you're losing your energy. It's looking at the perspective that you're in, but looking and supporting it yourself. So this crow is sat out. Obviously it's a bird, it's outside, pouring down with rain, nasty sleety day. But actually, if we as humans, what we would do is we'd be snuggled in our house, wouldn't we? We'd maybe have some candles on, we'd have a lovely warm drink, we'd have some food, we'd have a lovely blanket, we'd be in our lovely warm bed. That hermit support and isolation is so important. That space for aloneness, of being completely alone, without the fear of interruptions, without the fear of losing yourself to other people, and just being in your own energy. It is so important, and it's one of those things that I think we lost during 2020, because we were with people all the time. we wanted us perhaps to be with other people, but we were with the same people. And when you're all in the same house and there's nowhere really for you to go to get that aloneness, so we sort of got stretched in that capacity not to have that alone time. And then I think also with the mobile phones and things, we are so attached to them. And I know this for myself, is that, you know, when we do have that quiet moment, when we allow ourselves that bit of space, we're not just being with our own energy. We are not just allowing ourselves that time, that space for those thoughts, those emotions, that energy to move. We're on our phones scrolling, and that is something I need to break a habit of. But I know it's true for the majority of us, is that space that we have when actually it's there and we can use it to support ourselves. We can't, because actually we're wasting it by giving our energy, giving our control to other people, losing perspective on things by going down rabbit holes or doom scrolling, or, you know. And so this card, I really feel, is just about taking a step back from the noise. That's the word that's coming through. It's the noise of everything else, and allowing you that space of isolation and calm and quiet. So for me, it's sitting alone in the car on the school run while I'm waiting 10-15 minutes, not on my phone, not trying to do something, but actually just maybe sitting with my eyes closed, with the window down, feeling the breeze, maybe feeling some warmth, but just being with my own energy, seeing what comes up, seeing how I feel, seeing if there's something that maybe I need to do that's coming through, but it's only going to come through in the quiet when the noise is off. So definitely this week I would recommend, as an empath, to find yourself this space for isolation and personal support, away from the noise of everything. Even if it's 5 minutes, even if if it's going for a walk, but just do something that doesn't involve the noise, because that is really going to help support you and your energy. So it's been a lovely reading, actually. I do love these because I love the way that the messages flow, and there's a lot of good things that come up that we can support. So hopefully you find this useful. Let me know how you're going to get on with this week. I am certainly going to be looking at my perspective and allowing myself this space for isolation away from my phone. I'm feeling that more and more at the moment, that I just need to switch off and to sit in that, use that energy of gratitude to support my own energy. Because when my energy has a more positive perspective, it ripples out to everybody else. So it's absolutely a win-win situation. So that is the message for this week of the 17th. Let me know how you find it, how you found it. Aren't these cards beautiful? They're just so simple, but the artwork is lovely, and the messages I find are just, they flow, which is what you really want with some oracle cards. I will be back next week for the next video / podcast, and I wish you a beautiful week. If you would like to work with me one-to-one, either you can have oracle readings where we can work intuitively, bring some messages through, we can do some energy work, clearing old limiting beliefs, fears, emotions, and I do a lot of work in the Akashics as well. That is my angelic alchemy session, which is £111, but you do get a couple of books and some bonuses with that, as well as the 1 hour session with me. If you want to have just an oracle reading, I'm going to probably pop something on social media as a little bonus, a little cheeky offer on that, because I feel it's really useful as a tool to be able to give a little bit of wisdom to people. I will send you all blessings, and thank you very much. Please like, follow, subscribe, and share wherever possible. With love, thank you.